Hi, everyone. Back to the show. We have Rigo Arce. He is the owner of Rigo Pest Prevention. You're here with Sandra, Ray, and Danielle.
Yeah, we were just before the break talking a little bit about termites and just that they're starting to rear their ugly heads right now, and you're expecting to see kind of an increase in activity very soon.
Yeah, as we mentioned in the previous segment, these rains really drive them out. So we are already seeing the indication that they're on the move. What it is they're more willing to come to the surface. They're already there. It's not like they suddenly were birthed or, they somehow were created, They're already there. It's just the topsoil is so burning hot, typically. And that's why the termite season is extremely aggressive, after the monsoons, throughout the winter and into late winter, early spring. But right now, these rains are really making it nice and conducive. So, I think the next 3 months, we are going to be very busy. They're going to be very happy. And then once that heat hits, they're going to go deep. But what happens is, again, they're still there, but they gravitate more toward under our homes because we have these amazing concrete slabs, right, that we lay down in the desert floor called foundations. And they find opportunity up into the structure through plumbing or electrical conduits and such that are deep in the soil but come way up and break through the concrete slab so they can, feed our homes with water, utilities, or whatever.
Right.
They're like ladders. That's exactly what they are. They're ladders that termites climb, and next thing you know, they're coming out of the ceiling above the shower, or in the laundry room, right? So big transition here is, if you're doing any remodeling and you are opening up floors, you're opening up walls, you're redoing the bathroom, the kitchen, you've got all the plumbing pipes sticking out, that is an excellent time to do some preventative termite treatment, especially if you're putting down, some very high-end, it doesn't even have to be high-end, but if you're putting down some serious, investment on beautifying the home, the last thing you want is to have a termite company come in a year later and start using tools of destruction to try to treat these termites. And you've got this beautiful, tile floor or whatever it is. So with that said, definitely take advantage. If you've got that floor, wall open, you're redoing, pulling up carpet, there's a crack in the floor, you've got the drywall off the wall, and there's pipes. Get someone in there, minimally have an inspection, but definitely it's a great time to do some preventative measures. Yeah.
That's good advice.
And so there are two different types of things that you would be treating. You would either do like a whole house treatment or a spot treatment, depending on what you see.
Yeah. So typically, we evaluate our treatment plans based on what I call termite pressure, and as well as what the client wants. Some folks just they want that peace of mind knowing there's fresh material everywhere. Then we do a full treatment, or there's termites all over the place. That's a full treatment. Every now and then you go to a home and it's very benign. There's one termite tube on the back foundation. It's pretty simple. And so there might be the budget conscious and so forth. There's an example where we would treat a part of the home, but we would go ahead and put the whole house under a 1-year warranty. So we have options for people based on budget, based on their fears, not to play on that, but some people just are super concerned. And ultimately you want to give a client, the peace of mind that makes them feel best, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about your company.
Yeah. Love my company.
You shared with us today that you have started a new program with your employees.
Yes. So we're getting the gang involved more. So, I've shared this, I think, in the past. I started Rigo Pest because I just simply wanted to give. I wanted to give in this community. I wanted to give of my time. When you're employed with someone, you can only get off so many days and, things like that. And I want to, travel the world, go to Africa, India, something like that, be a part of some ministries. And then, of course, locally, we want to support, women and children in crisis is a real heartbeat for us, families that are struggling. The foster care program is another, big gem in our world. And so Rigo Pest really was birthed out of that mindset to be available, have resources available to serve the community and serve those in need.
Yeah.
Now that comes from the owner's heart, right? But I really want to see that bleed into my staff. And so when we interview people, we feel their heartbeat and, we want to be aligned with them. And so one of the things that we decided to do was we offered an initiative now where Our star employee, we like to recognize our employees. Recognition is so cool. And when we recognize our star employee for the month, we want to bonus them, right? So they get blessed and, they get a little extra coin in their paycheck. But whatever nonprofit that they believe in, that's dear to their heart, that they want to give, we're going to match that bonus to that nonprofit.
Wow.
And we want them to deliver it, right? We want that employee to either make the call or hand deliver the check or whatever it is. And so we want to not only bless our employee, but we want them to be a part of that giving mindset.
Right.
Yeah, so that's really special. And they took off. I mean, they were already throwing in the hat. Oh, I support this. I believe in that. And, so I said, well, then be a star. Win the star employee. Oh,
that
so
is
it's a lot of
amazing.
fun. It's really cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think we've said this before, but you can't say enough how much we appreciate what you do inside our community, but also globally. You just have a heart for people and just a generous, kind philosophy that goes beyond your customers.
That's the Lord, right?
Yeah.
That's the Lord moving in our hearts, and we want to do more. I mean, really, we're just scratching the surface. So we're really hoping to be blessed more every year, right? Every year more, so we can do more. That's what it comes down to.
We talked about earlier that people who might be wanting to sit back, find a good company that has good ideas in the business and also outside the business. So if someone wants to come and work for the Rigo Pest Prevention, what can you tell them a little bit about?
Yeah, we love interviewing people, even if we're fully staffed. We love making friends and having that relationship. So when the need comes, we're ready to go. You know, and it also allows people to interview us. And if we're a company they feel they could grow with, then they can start to make decisions, even though they may already be employed. So you might be employed right now and think, well, I don't need a job. Well, but you never know, right? Life happens. So with that, we're easy to reach. Our phone number, certainly the local 520-744-6177. That's our office number. Ask for Rigo. And I love talking to folks. And then, of course, our email. You can send your resume or just reach out. RIGO@RIGOPEST.com. That's Rigo@RigoPest.com. That's our email. And you know what? I read them. I'm not sitting behind a desk somewhere or flying off to. I always say Bora Bora. I have no idea where I got that from. I don't even know where Bora Bora is. But I say, I'm not like off in Bora Bora, but I'm a working owner, and we just love being with folks. We're very relational.
Like always, we'd love to have you here. We're glad when you're here. We want to thank Rigo Arce, who is the owner, an amazing man from Rigo Pest Prevention, for being on the show today. We know we'll see you next month, so we really, really love you coming on the show. So thank you so much, Rigo.
Hey, great to be here with the Johnson and Smith team.
Yay.